Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me. It is an absolute honour and a privilege to be contributing to an event such as this, albeit under extremely different circumstances from what I envisaged when I set off on the road to Birmingham on Tuesday morning. But never mind, we will crack on. My name is James Walker. After having been a teacher of PE in secondary schools for the best part of 15 years or so, I now find myself as the development manager for secondary education with the Youth Sport Trust in an equally privileged position, being able to contribute to events like this on a national scale, whereby we're all obviously trying to make a difference for children and young people. Over the next 15 minutes or so, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how we at the Youth Sport Trust try and develop character and life skills through PE and sport. A little bit about Youth Sport Trust first of all and what we're about. So we are a charity first and foremost, a national charity, and founded in 1995 by Sir John Beckwith. We are in the business of building brighter futures for all children and young people through play and sport. Our work is vast, it is varied, it takes on many forms. It's always important, it's always rewarding, but in a nutshell, we do our work through the equipping of educators. So we try to equip educators to ensure that their knowledge, their practice, their skill set is evidence informed, is up to date, and is a really high quality. And we empower young people. We empower young people with the skills, and importantly with the opportunities to allow them to flourish and make a positive contribution on the world. And we guide our work through our charity values. The way we do our work is guided by our values of integrity, inclusion, collaboration, courage, responsibility, and trust. And you'll see some impact stats on the screen there that sort of represent some of the work that we did. So when we last published our impact report, they were some of the figures in terms of the interventions and where they were getting to and the impact they were having on young people. And essentially another strand of our work, if you like, is when we have equipped educators, when we have empowered young people on the ground, so to speak, working directly with those stakeholders. We try to capture those stories, we try to take some of that impact to tell compelling stories to decision makers at government level, so that we can hopefully have a positive impact on the systems and the processes that children are exposed to and are a part of, so that those systems appreciate the power and the potential of play, PE and sport in the way that we think it should do, so that we can try to work towards our mission and so that all children can benefit from the amazing benefits of play and sport. So if that's a little bit about who we are, what are our approaches then in terms of trying to build character and life skill development through PE? Well, as I've mentioned, our two strands, if you like, and certainly the two strands that I'm going to focus on today are empowering young people and equipping educators. So in terms of empowering young people, when we launched our new strategy back in 2022, empowering young people was at the heart of the strategy. And one of our strategic aims is to harness the power of play and sport to build belonging for a generation, improving their health, fostering inclusion, and developing character and leadership. And so the development of character and leadership by empowering people is at the heart of the mission that our charity is on over the next 13 years. Supporting this strategic aim is the tactic which seeks to unleash a nationwide community of young leaders who harness the positive power of play and sport to improve well-being, build friendships, and foster understanding. So again, just to exemplify that as a charity, we understand that in order to build brighter futures for young people, we need to equip them with the tools to take ownership for their futures. And youth leadership is therefore vital to our work. As mentioned, though, it's a vital strand of the work, but I'm actually going to focus on the other strand, which is the equipping educators piece, which is also central to everything that we're about. As mentioned, we seek to equip educators with the knowledge and the skills that are evidence-informed and up-to-date and high quality, so that they can provide for young people a safe, welcoming space where children can grow, they can flourish, and through PE make their experience positive, and in turn the relationship with movement a positive one also. And one of the ways that we go about equipping educators, and the way that I'm going to sort of bring to life for you today, is our PE curriculum approach. So our PE curriculum approach begins with the PE curriculum blueprint, which you can see on the screen now. The curriculum blueprint it's constructed around the multi-ability model of learning domains and the domains of learning that are associated with physical literacy. The curriculum approach sees children for their different attributes. Physical does not dominate, and the curriculum blueprint provides a framework, a template for PE delivery to be tailored towards that multi-ability development. We enact the curriculum blueprint, if you like, through our specific curriculum, which is entitled My Personal Best. So My Personal Best is the meat on the bones, if you like, of what is our curriculum blueprint. And My Personal Best supports practitioners to explicitly plan the associated life skills, which map across the multi-ability model learning domains. So the social, the emotional, and the cognitive. My Personal Best brings those learning domains to life. Understanding also that, of course, the physical sits behind and sits alongside all of those domains. This means that planning life skills through the My Personal Best curriculum means that those life skills are taught and not caught. Rather than go into too much detail on the curriculum, I'm going to bring the My Personal Best curriculum to life for you now by showing a short video that captures a piece of work that we've done called Generation Charnwood.
Generation Charnwood is a programme managed by the Youth Sport Trust in partnership with Active Together. We've got funding from Charnwood Borough Council to really focus on improving the well-being, the life chances and the life skills of young people in Charnwood. Generation Charnwood has 3 phases. So phase 1 is our work with primary schools. Every primary school gets access to the My Personal Best training, which upskills the teachers and supports them to be able to deliver life skills through PE.
In autumn, we completed a session of My Personal Best, and we've used the packs that we've been given to bring in different characteristics within our schools, so things such as perseverance, determination, confidence, and we've been using them in all our lessons across our curriculum as well.
They also get an enrichment club targeted at students in year 5 and 6 who are at risk of dropping out of education or who might struggle with the transition into secondary school. So we send in one of our young leaders to lead the enrichment club. It's activities to support the teaching of confidence, resilience, communication, problem solving, to then help them and prepare them for the rest of their lives.
By teaching these life skills, it helps me understand when I use them myself. And that's really helped kind of me understand what I do and why I do it.
Phase 2 is the work we do with secondary schools. So teachers can access the My Personal Best training and resources, and then we work with one of our athlete mentors to run a 6 to 9 week mentoring programme for those students at risk of disengaging from education.
The mentoring sessions have had a huge impact with our students. Jade being able to speak about her life experiences and relate to the young people has been really good for some students to be able to reset their focus and develop their confidence.
We did sessions where it helped us build our teamwork skills, confidence, independence.
A lot of my skills are transferable now. Obviously confidence, speaking to new people is a really good skill to have for the future.
So before I was like a bit quiet. If I didn't understand something, I'd be scared to put my hand up and ask for help. Now I'm not scared to put my hand up.
It's given our students a whole host of opportunities and staff as well.
It's changed the future direction of some of our students into a more positive way, giving them the ability to consider their futures in a more positive way.
Phase 3 of Generation Charnwood works with local employers to support young people that are not in education, employment or training. We provide those work placement opportunities to support the young person to develop their skills and hopefully move into the workplace.
I'm Steph Buckley and work for Fusion Lifestyle. We've had Alice Wag working with us. She's worked on our reception area, she's helped on our social sessions, and it's been absolutely fantastic to see Alice grow.
Before I started the Generation Charm programme, I was very reserved. Through this programme, I've actually found a sense of confidence when it comes to things like people skills, time management, getting myself into the routine, and all these different skills I wouldn't have even noticed about myself if it wasn't for the Generation Charnwood programme highlighting those things.
It's been a great opportunity and we've really enjoyed working with Generation Charnwood.
The support that you're going to get is really second to none. It's very professional, but it's also very human too.
The young people of today need as many opportunities as they can outside of their classroom environment, and being involved in Generation Charnwood has allowed us to access those.
We've seen some really great impact across the borough through the Generation Charnwood programme, and it's something that I really hope that we can continue working with our partners in the future to really support those young people in the borough that need our help.
So My Personal Best offers practitioners a lens through which they can reframe PE to highlight the multiple benefits of sport and physical activity, those benefits that are beyond the physical. It's suitably flexible, allowing for mainstream ongoing delivery. So this could be woven into a traditional curriculum, if you like, but offers that alternative lens through which to view PE. Or it can also be used in a more targeted, short, sharp intervention type way. Engaging our impacts, not only in My Personal Best and not only in specific projects such as Generation Charnwood, gauging our impact for lots of things we do can be really difficult. Although I've shown you some statistics on the screen earlier, KPIs often don't really do justice to the sort of multiple dimensions of the work that we do and the ripple effects that follow on from affecting a person or a group of people. But one of the young people in the video said that by teaching the life skills, it helps me to understand when I use them myself. It's really helped me understand what I do and why I do it. And this sort of quote really resonated with me, because we know from some of our research, actually, the class of 2035 research that Youth Sport Trust conducted, we know that children so often don't make that link between what they do in other domains of learning through PE and the outcome that might have on other aspects of their life, such as other lessons, such as their social skills or such as their future employment prospects and things like that. So I'd like to delve a little bit deeper in terms of demonstrating some impact. I'd like to delve a little bit deeper and share a specific young person's story to demonstrate that impact not only has to be how many people we reached and so on. So this is Peter, and Peter was part of Generation Charnwood and was actually awarded Greatest Turnaround Through Sport, the Greatest Turnaround Through Sport Award at the Youth Sport Trust Changemaker Awards last year. Peter has flourished as part of the Generation Charnwood work. He demonstrates new confidence, new maturity, new self-belief. Like many children, Peter has faced his fair share of challenges that we would never want children to be exposed to, but nevertheless, this is the world, this is where we're at. And he's faced his fair share of challenges, but Peter's now inspiring children in his school and beyond, actually, in the sort of provision, in the way that he's putting himself out there by leading clubs, teams, activities in and out of lessons and in and out of school. And actually, as a little aside, at the awards event itself, he began talking with the Lawn Tennis Association. Tennis became his passion through Generation Charnwood, and the LTA are actually now funding further qualifications for Peter. So his story, the impact on him and his life chances, continues. And there are many like Peter, aren't there? And we can never bring all of those stories to life, but hopefully that represents a little bit of the work and the impact that the work that we're trying to do is having. That leaves me just to say thank you. I guess another apology again for not being able to make it. I was absolutely gutted. I always like visiting new football grounds for one thing, but then also to be in a room with such inspiring people. I never fail to realise how lucky I am to be able to be part of events such as that. So thank you again. That brings me to the end of my section, and at this point I would have been open to questions and discussions and so on, potentially over lunch now, but my details are on the screen in case anyone wants to reach out, and I've also included a link via the QR code to the My Personal Best element of our website in case anyone wants to pursue and find out a little bit more about that approach. Yeah, as I say, I hope the event went really well. Sorry again that I wasn't able to be there, but hopefully this gives you an idea of the sort of thing I was going to bring to life. Thank you again.
Generation Charnwood is a programme managed by the Youth Sport Trust in partnership with Active Together. We've got funding from Charnwood Borough Council to really focus on improving the well-being, the life chances and the life skills of young people in Charnwood. Generation Charnwood has 3 phases. So phase 1 is our work with primary schools. Every primary school gets access to the My Personal Best training, which upskills the teachers and supports them to be able to deliver life skills through PE.
In autumn, we completed a session, My Personal Best, and we've used the packs that we've been given to bring in different characteristics within our schools, so things such as perseverance, determination, confidence, and we've been using them in all our lessons across our curriculum as well.
They also get an enrichment club targeted at students in year 5 and 6 who are at risk of dropping out of education or who might struggle with the transition into secondary school. So we send in one of our young leaders to lead the enrichment club. It's activities to support the teaching of confidence, resilience, communication, problem solving, to then help